Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Gen Selects, or Transformers Generation Selects War for Cybertron trilogy, Artfire, and Nightstick. So this is a typical Gen Selects box, with this brown cardboard with the blah blah blah. They're really nothing special, Gen Selects, but it is what it is. I'm filming in my house as opposed to my usual typical man cave area, because it's kind of cold out there right now, because I usually have a propane heater out there. But because it's getting warmer here where I live, I'm not going to tell you where I live, but here where I live, it's starting to get warmer. Today just happened to be a day where temperature plummeted, and I didn't feel like going and digging out the propane heater, so we're doing it in here. But regardless, here we have Artfire and Nightstick. Now, I was, for some reason, just kind of in the mood. I was like, you know what? I want Inferno. I looked him up. He wasn't particularly well priced. And this guy was actually quite a bit cheaper. So I went for him. Now, I got mine completely sealed. Right out of the box, there is some yellowing. Keep that in mind when you're buying this figure. This came from that time where figures were just yellowing left and right. I wanted to say COVID had something to do with cheaper plastic for figures. So unfortunately, some of these figures are yellowing a lot quicker than others. Like, I know a lot of people have a Studio Series Jazz that yellows. My Kingdom Cyclonus yellowed really bad. That's why I ended up getting the Gen Select version of that too. But regardless, here's Artfire in his fire truck mode. It does look very nice. He rolls fairly well. These are separate pieces, the ropes. You don't ever have to remove them again. Once you plug them in, you never have to take them off again, but they are removed in the package. This is a separate piece. These are a separate piece. And he does have blast effects. They're blast effects. I'm not going to show them. I didn't feel like digging for them out of my bag. I have a bag of blast effects in my bin with my random Transformers accessories. So, there you go. But he looks really nice. I do like his color scheme more than Inferno, so I actually am glad I got this guy. And he also comes with Nightstick, who I always thought was Cyclonus' target master. Maybe he switches sides or something. I don't know. But his articulation is, his head's on a full, his head doesn't move at all, but his arms and legs are on ball joints. So, forward, back, in and out, forward, back, in and out. I think this was a Battle Master from Siege. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, but I think this was a Battle Master from Siege. So to transform it, fold that forward, fold his waist piece forward, connect his feet, and then make sure this is all the way forward or it won't work. Like that, and the arms will plug in to the sides like that, and he'll be a target master gun. Back to that in a minute, but you can, if you want to, just kind of plug him in right there, and you can have a super powerful fire truck coming to kill you. I wish there was like a more dedicated connection point for it, but you know, it is what it is. Now to transform him, go ahead and just start removing stuff. Plug that piece, or push that piece back all the way, and then we're gonna move that up, face that forward, open these up, rotate this around, and then flip out his hands. Flip that down. Disconnect this, and we'll go ahead and straighten out his feeties. Push all that up. Flip out his head, and then push this piece down. Push that down, plug all that in. Connect all that right there, make sure that's folded down, then flip out his head wings. And there you go, you have Artfire in his robot mode. Now, we have some other optional bits we could do. You can plug this into the side right there. If you want to, you can give him the Inferno little laser hand thing. I don't with Artfire. If I had Inferno, I probably would, but I don't have Inferno. Plug that in and then rotate the hand out. You can give him his gun, which can also store back there, which is neat. But then you can also give him his Target Master. So yay, articulation-wise, his head is on 360. It does not have an ab crunch, but it does have a waist swivel. You move these out of the way, he's got a full 360 shoulder range. In and out, rotate at the bicep. Elbow joint, no wrist swivel, which is kind of a bummer. I honestly think you could have engineered one in, but whatever. Legs can go forward, can go back, in and out, turn at the thigh, knee joint, and he's got an ankle pivot. So, you know, the articulation that was standardized by the War for Cybertron trilogy. So it's pretty great. Now, so I don't know what it is about this guy. I love him. I have not been able to stop messing with this guy since I got it, and I really don't know why, because he looks kind of doofy with the big head, but I love this figure. I think he's just a whole lot of fun. I just keep wanting to mess with him. I can't explain it. The transformation's really fun. He's fun to pose. He admittedly looks kind of strange, but his color scheme's really good, aside from the yellowing, as you can see right here and back there. And like this bar right here, there is a bit of yellowing on it, and it was right out of the box. Mine was completely sealed. So be wary of that if you're going to get this figure, but I love him. I think this mold is fantastic. And for some reason, he's one of my favorite War for Cybertron trilogy molds. I don't know why, but I really like him. I can't explain it other than I think he's really cool. And I think you should pick it up if you don't already have it. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and stick around for more. Take care.